Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Doing the Most, which is the Premier League show where we look back at the Premier League game weeks. It's five different categories, people. Five different categories. So myself, Ryan, and Ahmed, and yourselves in the comment will have nominations. Well, we'll all decide the nominees for each category, and then I will run a poll, and then we'll decide. Well, you lot in the chat get to decide who wins each category. Of course, if you super chat as well, then that is the winner of said category, but we'll still discuss it regardless. But like I said, doing the most on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. Already at double figure likes. So big up to you lot. Please share across all the socials. And on top of those things, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Little bro Ryan's in the building. Yes, Ryan, what are you telling me, family? You good?
Yeah, good man. Good to be back, man. It's been a while, but yeah,
True.
how are you?
Oh, bless, man. And it is good to have you back, in particular on
Cheers,
this
man.
show as well. I look forward to this show. I do. It's a good, but is it just because it causes different conversation? That's why.
Hmm?
We end up
Yeah,
talking
I hear
about
you.
stuff we would never talk about elsewhere. So that's why. Ahmed, were you telling me, my Don, you good?
Lovely, jubbly, enjoying myself, that's all that matters.
All right, cool. Big up to everyone in the chat. Link for the membership is in the pinned comments as well. Obviously, like I said, regular watchers of people who've seen doing the most before know how it works. I will run through what's going on and how it works again very, very shortly. And obviously, it is a Premier League show, so any Premier League questions we'll get to afterwards as well. But as always, it's a platform here, at Sarcasm City TV where people get things off their chest. So Ryan, you know what I'm saying? The floor is yours, little bro. I know you wanted to get something off your chest, so floor is yours. Did you not
Yeah,
say that
nah,
to me? Or am I tripping?
huh?
Did you say that to me, or am I mistaken?
Nah, I think I said to you earlier on a message you saying I have things to discuss today or
Yeah.
something like
You
that.
don't get off your chest. The floor
You
is
know,
yours.
you
All
know
right,
when
I'm not
like
tripping.
you're thinking about, oh, I need to say this on the show, I need to say this on the show during the day. And then
Yeah.
suddenly you get to the show and you're like, where do I start? Do you get what I mean? Like, where do I start, man?
This guy,
That's
man.
such it.
Did you forget this guy? Oh my god. While he tries to remember, Ahmed, is there anything you want to discuss in regards to the Premier League? It don't have to be about your beloved Chelsea. It can be something else before we get into the show.
You know what, man? We need to give a big shout out to Emery. Emery is doing working wonders, man.
That's true.
He's got that team currently, if I'm not mistaken, in sixth place. They are probably in with a chance of getting either Europa League or Conference League football now. And you look at it now when they sacked was it Gerrard, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm.
Yeah, they sacked him at the right time, and they've got in a competent manager. Their squad was decent beforehand, anyway. If you keep forgetting that their squad was decent, and like he's put on their striker is firing now. He's not a bad striker. He's a good mid-table, upper mid-table sort of striker, and he's already on like double-digit goals under Emery, and that's the thing with Emery. You had Gerard Moreno at Villarreal, and he got like the best out of him. He was like one of the top scorers in La Liga the season that they won the Europa League. So listen, man, yeah, man, they're decent, bro, and they're currently, obviously they got 2 games in hand over Brighton, for example, but I think they could they're in with a shout to get some Conference League football.
Thing is, if they get to like into Europe, whether it's especially Conference League, more so Conference League, they could probably win it because if you see like Emery's a specialist in Europa League at the end of the day. How many
Exactly.
has he won? Like 4 times or something.
No, he's won at
Won,
five.
no, he's. I think he's won 4, but been to 5 finals. The one final he lost was to Arsenal. Was with Arsenal,
Mm.
sorry. So
Oh,
I think
was
he's
with
been to
Arsenal.
5
Yeah.
finals.
He lost it because Arsenal. Yeah, I remember 4-1.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
Oh,
won.
and
And
Chelsea
he's
beat
won.
him. Okay.
Yeah, and
yeah.
he's won 4. So you'd think if he gets to Conference League, you think he could definitely win that for sure with Villa. Like he could definitely win Conference League when he's the Europa League specialist. So
Yeah.
like it's not easy even if like they'd be going into European competition to make up the numbers. Like I feel like they could do something in those
Oh,
competitions, to be honest.
100%, 100%, man. No, shout out to them. Shout out Roy Hodgson. He's got my
Yeah.
Crystal Palace throwback. You know what I'm saying, bro? Seeing Elise cooking, Eze cooking, seeing some magic happening, you know what I mean? So
Hey,
I get,
anyone who wins 5-1 at that shit old call Ellen Road, I'm with. You know what I'm saying?
bro,
So
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
I hear
But
that.
he's playing some saucy football. Like the last 2 games, have actually been attacking football. Ironically, under Roy Hodgson, but hey. You know what I'm saying, man? He's getting them playing like Fulham back in 2010. If you know, you know. That's when they went to the Europa League
Yo,
final.
Fulham 2010, man. They
Yeah,
was
they
were
went to Europa
cooking
League.
it, you
Yeah,
know.
it was crazy. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
they
Didn't
went
they
to
get
Europa
Europa League final?
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
to the Europa
they
League
did.
final against I think it was the Spanish team as well.
Atletico.
Yeah, something like that, and they lost. But hey, man, and he had Danny Murphy, like an old man Danny Murphy playing that film midfield. So you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
like
we all
Damien Duff, Clint Dempsey, all them, man.
yeah. So
It did.
listen, man. So you know, he's got them cooking.
It is.
So shout out to them.
Yeah, and big up to everyone in the chat saying big up as well. I see all of you lot. United Devil says yes, been around tonight trying to find lives. And who Flawless would be the last stream tonight. Big up the chat as well. Large up to you, you know what I'm saying? Every single time United Devil. And yeah, Dennis, I'm hyped for it as well. You know what I'm saying? KD versus Russ, NBA playoffs, yes. And there will be an NBA stream tonight on the Twitch, people, 1 a.m. So just over an hour from now, Courtside Commentary Podcast will be a play-in preview, people, play-in preview. So the gang will be over there. Big up to you, Dennis. Big up Peter, Malcolm, Zeppi as well. Everybody, man. Large up LFC for the double, Victor. I see all of you. Like, big up Ram as well. Good to see Ram active again. You know what I'm saying?
Big up
Legendary Ram in the building. I like Ram.
I
Especially
like
for a
Ram.
Liverpool fan as well. Yeah, Lewis, I'll send you over the link as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you the link, Lewis. Big up every single time. TBG says, smash the like. It's people. Big up Eddie who says, Frank Army, huh? Have some shame.
I said, Frank, listen. If you look at the thing, Frank Army vibes. That's what the consensus
Frank
is
Army
saying.
vibe. Yeah, sure.
That's not my opinion, but you know,
This
that's
guy,
the.
you know.
Yo, imagine if Chelsea do knock out Real Madrid. Do you know how embarrassing that is for
stop it,
Carlo?
bro. That's
Give
not
him the
happening,
contract. Word to Rio Ferdinand. You know what I'm saying?
Wallahi,
Get him the
yeah.
blank contract.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Let him sign whatever
After
he
what I
wants.
saw-
Ahmed will be one of them. Ahmed
Bro,
will be one of them,
no,
100%.
I'm letting you
Yes,
know
you
right
will.
now, yeah. I'm letting you know right now. If we
Go
lost
on.
1-0 to Wolves, yeah, and they didn't even have a shot on target. What against Real Madrid, the Bernabeu Wednesday? Yeah. You know,
Hey,
I mean,
man, Chelsea underdog
astaghfirullah,
Champions League,
bro.
man. You've done it
Astaghfirullah,
before.
man.
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you now,
bro.
people, if Chelsea somehow miraculously get past Real Madrid, which I don't think will happen, by the
It
way.
would definitely won't happen, but
It won't happen. But I'm saying, let's say in some alternate universe it did. Ahmed would be like, give him the deal. 100%.
No,
At the bridge.
no, yeah,
Why
it would.
is it
100%.
the first time?
Because it's at the bridge.
Nah.
Let's say example, they lose 1-0. You know what I'm saying? This is hyper. This is not gonna happen. Let me repeat, but let's say they lose 1-0 in the Bernabeu, then the return leg at the bridge and they win 2-0. And it's like a late winner. You know what I'm saying? Like
93rd
you know how
minute
hype
winner.
they'd be. Yeah, not even like a mount something. You know what I'm saying? Scores and they go through. Watch Ahmed. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Watch
I need
Ahmed
that
and
to happen, man.
others.
I need Mount to sign that contract at Chelsea, man. He's stressing me out, you know.
It's not happening, man. You know what I mean?
Bro, he's
not
stressing
happening.
me out. I don't
Shout out
rate this
Chilwell,
guy.
though. Shout out Chilwell, man. I'm happy for Chilwell to get.
Yo, why does
get
this Klopp
consistent.
guy stress me out, man? This guy wants Mason Mount. Oh my word, man.
Listen, man. If you give me 80 million for Mount, you know what I mean? I like.
He's not. He won't be 80 mil. He'll be 60 max.
Nah, I think 80 mil. You know, we
Nah, he
can
won't be
juice
80
that.
mil.
We can juice the English tax, man. We can juice the English tax, man. Trust me.
Even
This is
Liverpool
definitely-
ain't that dumb to pay 80 mil
Listen,
for Mount,
oh,
especially with
sorry,
the
man.
high wages that come with it.
Sorry,
as
man.
well.
You paid 80 million euros for Darwin Nunes, so you know I think Mount. You know, I mean, we can pay for that. You know what I'm saying? We can do that,
Nah,
man. We
but
can do
with
that.
Mount comes the high wages as well. That's the
Don't worry,
thing.
man. That's you can. That's for you, Mark, to discuss. I'm here for the the amount of money I can get from you. You know what I'm saying? You can
Hey
do
man, give me McAllister instead, man. I'll be real.
It's all crazy. It's all crazy. Yeah, go on. Sorry, I mean, go on.
Nothing much to talk about, man. Other than that, you know what I mean? Shout
Nah,
out.
this is just great because I know obviously you two like have a lot to say. So I always like before we get into the show and as the numbers are growing, get whatever off your chest. And this is this is what this platform's like.
Chelsea, you know what I mean? There's nothing to talk about Chelsea, you know what I mean? I'm tired of talking
Yeah, it
about
don't have to be
clubs.
Chelsea. It might be something else. It could just be anything Premier League related. Like Ryan forgot, but I'm sure it wasn't all Liverpool related. Ryan's always
Nah,
taking shots
I
at
think with
someone.
me it was mostly Liverpool, but there was a bit of Arsenal and City in there as well because of the title.
I think Arsenal,
I
man.
think City are favourites now. I have to be real.
Talk
with
about
you,
it. Why do you think
Yeah,
City are favourites?
I agree.
Actually,
with
I
that.
agree
It was
with
just
you. By
kind
the
of
way,
everything that went on. It was like, you know when you have Arsenal fans now saying it's a point gain, the bullshit in it. Like, don't let any Arsenal fan tell you it was a point gain. That was 2 points dropped easy for quite a few reasons. It was 2 points dropped. Firstly, they're in a title race against City. They needed to, a team who we notoriously know do not get phased in title races, always get the job done in title races. They're a team you can't give any momentum to at the end of the day. And not to mention, Arsenal needed to win to keep it fully in their hands yesterday as well. Now it's in kind of both their hands, to be honest. Arsenal fans were all chest before the game saying, you know, they were going to come to Anfield and win comfortably, all that. There were Arsenal fans saying it, trust me, innit?
I
And
agree.
the fact that they actually went into the game and were 2-0 up in four, you know, in the first half, you know, playing us off the park, like they were destroying us, bro. Like, honestly, when it went 2-0, I was like, Jan City texted me when it went 2-0 saying it could be 5. I was legit shitting myself, like, this could get really, really peak, you know. That's how, you know, if it was a boxing match and, you know, the ref would have called it, that's how bad it was.
Agreed.
After 40 minutes. Like, it was that bad, innit? And Arsenal that time were comfortable. And then, but they ended up drawing the game. Like, and not only that, the fact that they were 2-1, still, they were still winning in like the 86th minute. They only conceded the equaliser late. They bottled it. Don't let any Arsenal fan tell you what, they bottled that game yesterday. Like, you don't get on, we were really good second half, but Arsenal 2-0 up in 40 minutes, playing all
Bless you.
over us,
Thank you.
and then winning with only a few minutes left. They should have been seeing that out if they want to win the title, like, at the end of the day. Like, that was 2 points dropped for the main. It's not as if Liverpool are good this season as well. Like, I get Anfield's still a very hard place to go to. You know, I fully get that. You know, Anfield is still probably the toughest place to go to in the league to get a win. Still, I actually think that. But when you 2-0 up like that, nah, man, you got to see it out still. If you want to win the title, you got to see that out.
I think that game, it still showed that Arteta is still naive, bro.
Yeah, his in-game management stunk, bro. When you're getting outdone by Klopp in-game management, man, there's something wrong this season, man.
It's not even
Klopp's in-game management's been so stinky this season,
something
and
with
yet he
him,
gets it right against Arteta.
Something that I think with particularly with Arteta is fair. Like he whenever his team's like on the rise, he doesn't really like to do any changes. But whenever his team is like down 2-2, when it's like 2-1 or like it's very close here, the subs that he makes are like what's it called what's the word? They're not good enough, and they're also like they show like a sign of weakness in it. It's almost like you know, I'm being a bit too defensive. Sometimes, of course, that defensiveness can work against certain teams, but when you're facing a team like a Liverpool, maybe even like a Man City, or a team which is very attacking, making defensive moves sometimes can, you know, not help you out if you're trying to get the ball, you know, get more yards across the field, right? So, I just think for me, you look at City's run. They really got Chelsea left to face.
It's slightly easier, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just, you know, all they've got left.
Big up Lewis in the cut as well.
It's literally just Chelsea. I would say the two biggest fixtures they've got left to face are like Chelsea and probably Brentford. That's it.
They got Brighton as well. Brighton away, to be fair. That'd be tough.
It might be, but you know, I think City will do the job against Brighton, but I think
so.
I think more so the last two fixtures are going to be what makes or breaks them. But you look at Arsenal, right? Arsenal's basically they have to beat now City. They have to if you want.
I think they could get away with a draw, but like,
listen, when it's the league, you can't keep it safe. You have to.
But you know what it is. You know what? City will win that game. The thing is that City are at home, but also with City in title races, I don't even think they're as good this season as what they have been in the past few years, isn't it? That's genuine. I still believe that. But City in a title race, if City are in a title race, they'll win it at the end of the day. They don't lose out on title race. Either City win a title race or they're not in it at all. That's what it is, really. When City lose out on the title, it's because they're not in it at all. When they're in a title race, these big games in a title race, bro. I think Culture Cam said it earlier on in his stream, bro. City always do it in these games, in these big Premier League games. City get the job done all the time. So like, City will beat Arsenal at the Etihad.
We believe in you.
Lewis, we boys, but
Ryan as well. Thank you, my friend, for the greater good. For the greater
bro,
good.
You weren't saying that after 40 minutes.
Yeah, because you dickheads didn't look like you were coming back, but fair play.
Yo, this is Anfield, man. This is Anfield.
Yeah, shout out to Monts. Hey, but before we continue, over 65 of you. There's over 65 of you lot locked in. Let's bump up the likes though. We're only at 32 likes. Let's get us up to 40 likes, people. Let's get us up to 40 likes. As on the subscriber check, we're too short of 6,295. There's over 65 of you lot in the building. Only looking for 2 new subscribers. So get us up to 40 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. And like I stated, for those that haven't seen Doing the Most before, is the Premier League show where we look back at this weekend's games just gone, or just last week. So the midweek games, the games on Tuesday and Wednesday, and of course the games on Saturday and Sunday. Because people always get it mistaken. We're not talking about the whole season. It's legit this last weekend's games and last week's games just gone. There's 5 different categories. Myself, Ryan, Ahmed, Lewis, and all of you lot in the chat will discuss the nominees for each category, and then I will run a poll, and then whoever wins that poll wins the category for this week. Of course, if you super chat, not only will we get straight to your comment first and foremost, if you super chat a winner of any category, then that's the winner. You know what I'm saying? So say, for instance, most unforgettable goal, but you want it to be a goal for your team, that you might say it's Firmino's, even though it's not the best goal from the weekend. But then if someone matches your super chat or beats your super chat in terms of price, then that'll be and so forth, people. And yeah, like Peter G says there, like, subscribe and chat, people. But okay, we'll start with first category as we always do, people. Let us know in the chat, most unforgettable goal, people. Let us know in the chat. Get your nominations in now. We'll go to you, Ryan. Most unforgettable goals. Bear in mind, there's a lot of football.
Haaland.
Weekend and in week. So Haaland's definitely one.
Haaland and Nunes for Wolves. Those two, I think. I can't really
Nunes
think of
was
many
a strike. Yeah.
I'd still say Haaland's. Like, the technique on that was beautiful.
Haaland's, Nunes, anymore? That stand out.
Son's
goal was a
yeah, Son's goal was
Son's
good.
goal was a banger.
Son's goal was really good.
Son's goal was
I'm trying to think of
I need to
others.
watch that one.
Yeah, Son's goal was a banger from. Yeah,
I can't lie to you. Joelinton's goal as well. Joelinton's goal.
Isaac's as well.
No, Isak, my East African brother.
Isaac's finish was good, man, for Newcastle. Really good.
I think his both goals were banging in the game. Evan Ferguson's goal against Bournemouth, the back heel. That was a banging goal. That was a good
midweek, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was Tuesday, and a guy I didn't even know I had to Google this, and this goal guy who Brighton signed, this Paraguay guy, he scored his goal was half decent as well. Just thought I'd give you a mention.
Who?
Exactly. So he's called Anisco. So Paraguay.
Who's he play for?
Brighton. He scored against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the old. I remember watching the highlights.
9.5.
Oh yeah, the compose where he just like went dribbled through. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
I just who's this guy?
Like 6 yards. That was composure, man.
I was like, who's this? It was like, who's this done? I thought Harvey Barnes' goal against Villa was good as well. I thought that was a very good goal. I thought it was. Any others that stand out to you? Lot? Were you saying, Lewis, any goals from this weekend that you stand out?
Nah, not really. We haven't got a goal for me to shamelessly props. I'm just gonna leave.
I know you haven't. I know that's what you were looking for. You joke, man. Let me add it to the poll anyway. Let us know in the chat.
Goal against Fulham. I'm not Fulham, Liverpool, just because it was funny.
Yeah, my God, this guy. Any more in the chat? Let me know. Ahmed and
actually, yeah, the Haaland one. How did I forget that one? Yeah, it was a banger.
Haaland's goal was a banger.
But a great good.
It was. Haaland's goal was a good one. What the chat saying? Haaland. Son's goal was a banger. Nunes' goal was good as well.
We don't need to go to Nunes.
Nunes' goal was a banger, yo.
Yeah,
it was.
I think it was offside.
Yeah. Nunes. Ollie Watkins chip versus Forest.
That was a nice little one, but I don't think it's one of the best. I remember it. I don't think it's one.
I'm trying to remember it because I was legit just watching games before.
He took it well. He took it well.
Yeah, I thought Isaac's goal, the one against Brentford, was a banger. Yeah, is that the one you was talking about?
Yeah,
they scored a lot of goals this weekend. That's why this week
it involves midweek games as well.
Yeah, because they put 5. They put 5 past West Ham. All right, I need one more. So I've got here on the list. I've got. Wait 1 second. I've got Haaland's. I've got Son's. I've got Nunes's. I need one more.
Do not say Isak.
Yeah, I'd probably say that one.
All right. Yes, people, the poll is out, people. The poll is now out. Go vote on the poll, people. Vote on the poll. I'm saying you got Haaland's goal, you got Son's goal, Nunes and Isaac. So Haaland's goal against Southampton. You have Son's goal versus Brighton. And then you have Nunes' goal versus Chelsea and Isaac versus Brentford. Haaland's already in the lead. I can see Haaland's goal being the one. Firmino winner, TBG. Hey, see? So, for instance, if this was a super chat, that would be the winner of this category, people. Just
that goal reminds me. Yeah,
go on.
I wanted to speak on Trent. Annoys me, you know.
Talk about it.
Trent genuinely pisses me off. You know why?
Go on.
Because I don't even think he knows he understands the potential he has. You know, I don't even think Trent acknowledges the potential he has. Because going forward, this guy is like, bro, he's outrageous going forward. Man, that second half yesterday in that position he was playing, bro, he was oozing, man. That's the thing, man. Like going forward, his passing, his creativity, his vision, it's so good. But he just lets himself down so much defensively, man. Just work on it, bro.
Hector from this weekend is from this weekend. The unforgettable goal this weekend. Yeah, go on. Everyone picked Nunes because of what Victor said. Go on, carry on.
It's like Gary Neville said it before, man. Like this guy could legit be like if he sorted out his defending, not even to like a world class level, but to like a competent level, bro, like he could be like genuinely like up there in terms of best right backs. I'm not even joking of all time, because his creativity going forward is a joke. Like that's the thing. But this is where I have to blame Klopp as well, because like, bro, are you making him do like Klopp? Why aren't you putting more pressure on him to actually improve on his defending, man? Like, I don't know. It just annoys me, innit? But I think that role like kind of suits him, innit, in terms of not necessarily moving into midfield, because like making him into a midfielder, I don't think should work in it. I don't think he's got the facilities for that, innit, because he can't scan, he's not press resistant, and he'd get bypassed in midfield every single time when we're off the ball, innit. But I think Klopp should look to use him. You know, like how Pep uses John Stones in that kind of inverted fullback role. I think that's what Klopp should try and do with Trent, to be honest, because I think that could work out really well for him, to be honest with you. He can get on the ball more and kind of create from deep. Create from deep at the end of the day. Like I don't know, I'd like to see him do that more, to be honest, because I think that's a role that could suit him a lot more.
Yeah, I think he just was. I think he's just a wing back. That's what it is.
I don't know. I feel like you know how crazy it sounds. I feel like he'd be a bit limited at wing back. Then I'd prefer. You know, no. It's not that. It's the fact that he'd be so far out on the touchline. I just feel like he would.
Yeah, that's where he could. But then he could drift in as well. Like he do bits to me, and then it stops him having to defend. Trent's only issue is defending. If you take away Trent having to defend, and you just say, go out there in a functioning team, of course, he'll be fine. He's higher up the pitch. Like you playing right wing back, you eliminate all of his issues, and then he can get back. And then obviously the right-sided centre back will go out and help him. The DM will help him as well. You know what I'm saying?
And also the other thing is, once he's like a wing back, you can also drift into that midfield area, ping those crosses, ping from deep if he wants to. He's literally he can either play as a deep player and playmaker in that position, or he can do like a thing where it's an actual wing back where he goes forward and does the crosses that he usually does as well.
I don't know. I think I've said this. You have the team already. Considering you're not playing for anything, I don't know why Klopp's not tried it.
Klopp doesn't it? Yeah, he hates three at the back. Yeah. Klopp doesn't like playing it.
And even if it goes wrong, even if you lot got packed, say he tried it against Arsenal, you lot would have got packed. Then you just revert back to 4. Like to me,
you know what it is? I
don't get why you don't. Go on.
I don't think. Well, I know why he doesn't do it, because he don't like it, innit? But I don't think we should probably. I don't know. I've got reservations about doing it right now, because I don't think we got the centre backs to do it in terms of like. I don't think we got enough centre backs, because Gomez and Matip are useless now, innit? And Van Dijk and Konate, well, Van Dijk is all right. Van Dijk should be good, innit? Konate is good, but the other two are clowns in it now.
But that's why you play a back three to cover up their deficiencies.
I don't trust any of Matip or Gomez.
No. I get what you're saying. Like, do I believe they're good enough? No, but the point I'm making is in a free, they have more help.
Yes,
they have more help.
That's why you need Cristiano Pochettino, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what it is. And no, Samuel, I would not put. I rate Trent highly. You know what I'm saying? I can't wax lyrical enough about Trent in terms of going forward. I think he's exceptional. The skill and the cross in that game against Arsenal, incredible.
But he wasn't only that. He incredible. He was his passes. He was playing in the second half, like the whole second half. I think he was probably our best player. I'll be honest with you.
He's cold, but the problem is defensively, like Gary Neville said, he just has to be okay. You just have to become okay.
Competent. I just want him to be competent.
Like I'm not asking for him
to be.
Go on, Ahmed.
Like the stuff Martinelli was doing against him in that game was not okay, bro. Was not okay, man.
He's not the only one.
It's not okay though. Like, but the thing is that you can say anything you want about Robertson, right? On the other side, the thing with Robertson though is he's 30 something years old. You can at least there's like an age excuse that can be given to Robertson why he's played this high intensity
dead as well. You know.
Yeah, this high intensity football. We can give that thing to Robertson, right? But there isn't that excuse with Trent. Trent's only the same age as me, 23, 24. Like that brother's got legs on him. He should be at the very least.
With Robbo, I think they've both been burnt out, to be honest with you. The pair of them by Klopp. I think Klopp's burnt them both out, to be honest. But like, thing is, I was getting on Klopp, yeah. You know, for like burning out Robertson, because like I used to say like Costa Tsimikas is a decent squad option in it. You should have played him a bit more to give Robertson a rest. But then I realized like Tsimikas is actually dead. You know, like he's crap, man. I'd sell in the summer, man.
I
He's
say
used
Robinson's
to
at 28, and this is why you, like I said, you switch it up and just run the wing backs because
Yes.
there's nothing to play for.
Wait,
That's all I'm saying.
28.
I'm not saying it's the answer. Like I was just like, all right, I've said it. You have the players for it.
Robinson's 28.
Yeah, that's what man is saying in the chat. I need to double.
No
Yeah,
way.
he is,
I
he
thought
is.
he was
Jordan
30
boy,
years
he
old.
Basically, you're just saying he looks old in the face. That's what I'm saying. Basically.
Maybe my fault. Yeah, that's my fault then.
No, it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, before we continue, over 75 of you lot in the building. Only at 40. Well, actually, we got past the first subscriber mark. We're at 40 like mark, sorry. So like check 1212. Get us up to 60 likes, people. We're currently at 44 likes. Hit the like button. Get us up to 60 likes, please. And subscriber check as well. We're looking for 2 new subscribers. Make sure you hit the notification bell when you subscribe to the channel. And it is the most unforgettable goal. Again, it's from this week's games just gone, people. Still 2 subscribers short. And there's over 80 of you lot now in the building. I know there's at least 2 of you lot who have not subscribed. Road to 7K, people. The fact that Son's got 2% votes, you lot are haters. That Son goal,
Yeah, that was a good goal.
That Son goal was banging.
You know.
Like we're not going to act like
good.
it wasn't banging. Yeah, see, because of that, it was top right. So Haaland he's won that. Haaland at 62%, Son at 2%, Nunez at 29%. Isaac at 7%. Yeah, you lot.
Oh, by the way, after the next catchy, I'll get onto Warman soon, innit? I'll get onto because I've got stuff to say about him.
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, we'll get there. We'll give you your time.
He ain't getting away with this. Don't worry.
All right, most unpredicted result, people. So let me just run through the results real quick because there's a hell of a lot of results. When I was watching the games, I was like, Jesus, a lot's going on. I didn't realize how much football had been played and then the amount of goals that had been scored. I was like, it's a lot. Obviously, minus the Chelsea Liverpool 0-0. I think every game had like 2 goals on, at least 2 goals. Right. My laptop moving slow. So here we are.
Yo, Chelsea shit, man. How did you actually not beat us last week?
Yeah, they're awful. They are.
What do you mean weird shit when you lot got held to a 0-0 by fucking Bold Potter, bro? I don't want to hear this.
He's got a point. All right, Leeds. So Leeds.
You got one Kai Havertz disaster class or fucking shot.
Did you see the team we put out?
It was shocking. We're going to get to this. So it was Leeds 2, Nottingham Forest 1, Bournemouth 0, Brighton 2, Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0, West Ham 1, Newcastle 5, Manchester United 1, Brentford 0, Manchester United 2, Everton 0, Aston Villa 2, Nottingham Forest 0, Brentford 1, Newcastle 2, Fulham 0, West Ham 1, Wolves 1, Chelsea 0, Tottenham 2, Brighton 1, Leicester 0, Bournemouth 1, Southampton 1, Manchester City 4, Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 5, and then Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. Jesus, there was 2 5-1s. All right, Ryan, what results stand out to you there?
There were 2 there. I'd say the Leeds Palace, because Palace winning 5-1 away, but also the Fulham West Ham one. Oh no, I expected Fulham to probably win that game. Fulham have fallen off a little bit recently. Right. Because of how shit West Ham have been, I thought.
In West London, man, I'm telling you. But we move. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, but because of how shit West Ham have been, I thought Fulham wouldn't lose to them at home at least, but they did. So I'd say that one was a bit of a surprise as well. But I'd say Leeds Palace, like, bro, you can't be beat. They were 1-0 up as well, Leeds.
That's the crazy part.
You can't be losing 5-1 like that at home.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What are you saying? What are you saying, Ahmed? What results stick out to you?
So I think the 5-1, of course, Leeds lost 1-0. I think the loss as well. That Bournemouth won against Leicester. That was a shocking performance, man.
Wait, what was the score of that one again?
1-0. Bournemouth won 1-0 against Leicester.
Oh.
Yeah, that was quite shocking.
Leicester is shit, man, as well.
The other one obviously is 2-2 Liverpool and Arsenal because we would be expecting Liverpool to get a beat down, to be honest, if we're keeping it real. That was what everyone was saying.
I hear his point.
I hear you.
And the other one obviously has to be Wolves Chelsea because Wolves won 1-0.
That was unexpected, fam. That was not unexpected.
Well, if we're being real, we're both.
Let us know in the chat, people. You lot get go on, carry on.
We're both kind of Chelsea's in relegation form currently, and Wolves are trying to get out of relegation because they've not been themselves lately. So obviously Wolves winning was not expected.
Let us know in the chat because I've got Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 5, West Ham 1, Newcastle 5.
Tottenham could be another one,
Bournemouth 1. What, Tottenham beating Brighton?
Yeah, because Brighton.
I think because they were at home, I wouldn't say so. Really, they're still around. But maybe West Ham against Newcastle, 5-1 Newcastle.
Yeah, I've got that. That's there. That's obvious.
That's obvious.
Of course, no one expected Newcastle win. Yeah, but
and Newcastle don't score goals like that. Like, what happened?
Yeah, that's true. West Ham, I just gifted them goals. Did you see the goals?
I saw the
Gifted them
goals. They were horrible.
I was watching, I'm like, yo, these man just really just gifted them goals. Let's see. I'm trying to find a fourth option here. Let's see. Yeah, West Ham Fulham, man. That's the one. I'm going to put this poll out, people. So make sure you vote on the poll, people. What is it? Fulham nil. Yeah. Yeah, West Ham. All right. Unpredicted result. Let's do this. Predicted result. Yeah, Fabianski was on Amazo. So yeah, unpredicted result, people, is out now. Go vote on the poll, people. Go vote on the poll. So we've got Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 5, West Ham 1, Newcastle 5, and we also have Leicester City 0, Bournemouth 1, and then we have Fulham 0, West Ham 1. So go vote on the poll, people. We'll leave that out for the next 10-15 minutes. Ryan, go on. You can get to it now. Aura man, as you called him.
You Aura man, a few man. I don't even know like. This man, he's my favorite player in it, but man, I can't keep defending him in it. Like this season, he's been awful, man. Like yesterday, honestly, that first half was, fuck me, it was bad, man. Like I think there's a few things with him in it, like. First of all, his mentality's been shit this season anyway, so I can't defend him for that. His mentality's been shocking at times. But also, I could defend him. I think, when people say the injury has had the impact
Lewis
on him.
Sorry to cut you off. Lewis checked the group chat. Victor said, go on, carry on.
People say...
now.
Right,
so...
It's a weird one with him because, when people say the injury has had an impact on him, I think it has, but not in the way that people think. Because I think the impacts it had, because the thing is, he came back from his injury last season. I thought last season he had a really good season in it. Like at the end of the day, I still thought he was probably the best centre back in the league last season. At the end of the day, like he was really good. But at the other hand, like at the end of the day, we almost won a quadruple. We had the best defensive record in the league with him coming back in at the end of the day. Like he had a brilliant season last season. But I think that's had an effect on him in terms of the fact he played well over 50 games last season, having just come back from an ACL injury at the end of the day. You come back from being a year out with an ACL injury, and you come back and you play well over 50 intense games as well. Like, I'm not even like intense. I'm talking big league games, crucial league games. I'm talking big knockout games, finals and all that. Like he was playing in all of them well over 50 games, and I feel that's probably taken its toll on him. You come back from an ACL like that and you play that many amount of games, having been a year out. I feel like that's probably taken its toll on him as well. So I think that's the impact the injuries had on him in terms of coming back and playing way too many games. But he's still been shit this season, innit, man? Like, I just hope he can get back to form next, because I know he's not going to be the same as what he was before the injury. Because what he was before the injury was special, innit? Like it was special before the injury, but like he won't ever get back to that level, which is understandable. But at least get back to. I know he should still have it in him to be a top centre back at the end of the day, but he needs to step up next season at the end of the day. Like, don't get me, he's not being helped by the situation with the midfield and everything, but he still should be doing so much better, because yesterday, like, he was a shambles in that first half. But yeah, I'll give him one more season in it, but like. Yeah, man, he's got to step up, man, because this season's been awful from him. I'll be real. I expect so much more from him as well. That's the thing, because he set such high standards for himself in the past that, like, he's been honestly, he's been shocking this season, man. Hurts to say because he's my favourite player, but I can't keep defending him in it at the end of the day.
I would disagree with that. I just think he can't. I don't think the injury point is a valid one anymore. I don't think you can make that excuse for him anymore. I think obviously you can say maybe having to defend 1v1 multiple times because of the midfield is a fair argument to make, but he's not even defending. That's the point. Like the thing is,
that's where I accuse him of his mentality.
He's not defending. He's not even moving. Like at times he's even getting out of the way of the defending sometimes. So at some point you have to say that is on him.
And I blame. That's why I blame him on his mentality. I said earlier, and that's the thing. I
don't even think it's a mentality thing, to be honest.
No, it is a mentality.
I just don't know. I just think he's regressed as a player. He's regressed.
No one's saying he's as good as what he was before the injury.
But no one needs him. But I'm saying no one needs him to be as good as he was before. As long as he's a competent defender, that's all that matters. But he's not even being a competent defender, and that cannot be blamed A on his injuries and even B on his mentality, because he had the mentality before. He's just that as a defender.
You see, I think he's always been a bit laid back, though. I think he's always been. It was because before the injury, it used to be so easy for him. Man didn't even have to try that hard at the end of the day. A lot of the time, it was easy for him. But now he still thinks he can do that at the end of the day and get away with it.
You gotta work, bro.
No. But the thing is,
yeah, exactly. He's got
to work.
Bro, no, bro, his mentality's been up. That Bournemouth goal they scored against us a few weeks ago, man, legit just let him run past him. Like,
yeah, but then again, that's not.
Man didn't even make an attempt.
That's not being.
He even ducked playing Chelsea.
The thing is, he's again. That just comes down to him not wanting to defend. It's not about mentality at that point.
Yeah, that is a mentality. Him not wanting to defend. That is a mentality thing.
Not a mentality thing.
Of course, that's a mentality thing. Him not wanting to defend is a mentality.
No, a mentality. I think for me, when I say a mentality problem, is when someone does not want. How should I say it? A mentality thing for me is that something is blocking them from doing something. Van Dijk has never had that issue. Yes, you can say that he's been a bit casual at times defending, but he was always defending. Now it's not. It's just that he doesn't want to do it. That's the difference. He's not willing.
But that's a mentality thing. Then if he doesn't want to do it,
Virgil van delegate, bro.
Yes. He wants his other guys to do the job for him. That's the problem.
But that's a mentality thing. That's him just being lazy and stuff as well. That's a clear mentality thing if he's not wanting to defend. I agree with you. I do think he's a bit like that. I do think he's very lazy when it comes to his. I don't think he likes defending. He's just been good at it in the past. I don't think he's ever liked it, to be honest with you. But man was just good at it. But now he can't get away with it anymore. That's the thing with him. Like, he needs to actually put some work in when he defends at the end of the day. It's just, I do think he can still be good for us and effective for us next season, but he just needs to step up in it. At the
I
end
would
of the
disagree.
Day.
I don't think, I think this Van Dijk is the final product Van Dijk. If I'm Liverpool, I think you need a whole new back line, man.
We need a new centre back.
You got to send him to Everton, bro.
Whole new back line. So you're saying two centre backs and a fullback? You don't rate Konate?
I think the worry of Konate is that he's very injury prone. If
interesting.
I
agree. Which is why we need one more centre back, I think, and then you rotate the centre backs like how Klopp did last season with when we almost won the club.
Again, for me,
he rotated Konate and Matic because they were both injury prone, and it worked really well for us.
You need to let Matip go, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree. I think we need to let Matip and Gomez go.
And I think,
but we'll only let one of them go. I don't know which one it will be, but.
Well, but if you're a serious club, in my opinion, you sort out that defense this season. You can sort it out.
I agree. The midfield's definitely the most urgent part, but I agree we need another centre back as well. I agree.
Not just one though. I don't think it's one. You need two. I think
ideally we need two, but we're only going to get one in it.
Two centre backs. I would say you need a actual competent right back cover for what's his name? Trent.
I think they're looking at that actually. They're looking at a backup right back.
You need to either that or someone to compete with him. And then I don't know if Robinson and Tsimikas. I think Tsimikas needs to be actually given a starting role now.
Tsimikas is rubbish, bro.
You need to give.
He's rubbish, man.
I think here the
he's not good.
I think for me, the thing with Tsimikas here is that the brother's been on the bench. He barely gets like a start. And like,
bro, when he plays, he's shit, man.
It's unfair, yeah. But the thing is, when you're not playing regular football and you're getting only one chance or two chances per season, it's not fair on the player. I feel like he needs to be given. He needs to. I think for me, if you're Klopp, you need to give Tsimikas a run of games, man. See what he's like.
Bro, did you see how bad he was against you, man, last week?
Bro, he's only played one. That's the first game he's played in how long?
Shocking,
I get what you're saying, like in terms of, yes, Tsimikas might not be the answer, but you are playing one game a week. You're saying Robertson hasn't been up to a certain standard.
So I agree, Robert. No, but I prefer well more over Tsimikas.
No,
it's not a question of preference. It's kind of like maybe, I don't know, dropping Robertson, then we'll not force him, but then like enables him maybe to get the rest he needs or just play better in terms of competition.
Robertson does need rest. Like,
it might just be that. You're not playing because you're not playing because even if Tsimikas was there and he was terrible, you're not playing for anything at this point.
I hear you. I think
so. It's kind of like if you were in like a title race, different conversation.
Or we were going for champs.
If you're going for something, then that's different. But it's like, why not at this point? There is nothing to lose. Long
Yeah, I
term.
do hear you because exactly. It's not as if
You
we're
lot
getting
are on
like
vibes. You lot are on the Chelsea thing.
it's not as if
Yeah.
we're Chelsea and we still not got 40 points or anything like that. It's like we have got
Yeah,
that.
we really made Lewis's birthday, and Chelsea don't have 40 points. That is bad, Joe. That is bad. That is bad. And you lot with this poll, switching back to the poll. How have Leeds, Crystal Palace Leeds, yeah, has got 66%. I get that. But
No
the
one
West
likes
Ham
Leeds,
one,
innit?
West Ham, yeah, fuck Leeds. No one likes Leeds. West Ham 1, Newcastle 5 has got 16%. Leicester City 0, Bournemouth
Fuck
1,
Leeds.
0%. Exactly. And Fulham 0, West Ham 1 has 18%. How was West Ham, you know what I'm saying, beating Fulham got more results than Newcastle beating West Ham? The fuck? What we doing? What's going on? How? Yeah, I don't know what you lot are.
Yo, when is the second leg for Chelsea? Actually, I need to double check.
Yeah, double check from. I'm saying. You and this guy.
Because I'm going to be on holiday. I think I'm going on holiday either
Yeah,
on
man,
Tuesday
let's
or Wednesday
go.
next week. So I might
You
try
lot
and
West
see.
Ham fans must be in the chat. That's what it is. Hey, big up the West Ham fans in the chat. Big up all the regulars. Over 80 of you lot in the
Fuck
building.
West Ham.
Get to 60 likes, people. Get to 60 likes. Hit the subscribe button as
Bubble
well.
blowing bastards.
So who's what? So yeah, Leeds Palace, that's one this vote. Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 5. Right. The next category, let us know in the chat, people. Next category is this is always a good one. Always my favorite one. Most unacceptable error. Go to you, Ryan. What goals? I've got
I've got a few
Go
for
on.
this.
Go on.
Aura
Most
man for the
unacceptable error.
second goal yesterday. Zinchenko for getting cooked by Trent. The
Yes.
Leicester one for Bournemouth's goal.
Which one? There's two. Madison made a terrible mistake, and then Ndidi made a terrible mistake in the
It was
in
the
Villa
one
game.
that Bournemouth scored. It was the one that
Maddison.
Bournemouth scored.
It was Madison.
Is that Madison?
Yeah, it was Madison.
It was
That
Madison
one
I
was
watching.
bad.
Yeah.
Mitoma's another one.
Oh,
Hey,
Seamus
dog on me.
Coleman.
Seamus
Seamus Coleman.
What did Seamus Coleman do?
The Martial's
Can
goal.
we include managers?
Yeah. No, we can't include managers. This is not the manager section. We'll get there soon, though. We'll get to the manager section.
Yeah,
please.
Seamus Coleman pissed me off when he did that.
Hey, we're not going to talk about your boy at Nottingham Forest, no? We just going to bypass that, Ryan. You ain't slick.
Who?
Huh?
Curtis
Who?
Jones.
What do you mean, who? Nah, your boy at Forest. Mr. Monopolizing possession. You know what I'm saying? Mr. John Joe Shelby. Yes.
I didn't see it.
John
I
Joe
didn't see
Shelby.
it.
Oh,
With
yeah,
the
yeah,
Wilson
yeah,
Massive
yeah.
Bender, I
How
didn't see it.
convenient.
I genuinely
I didn't
didn't
see
know
it.
Shelby made a
Yeah.
mistake. I can't even lie.
Hmm.
Did he?
Yeah, he made a bad mistake. He did. That
What
being
was
said,
it?
I
Well,
really
explain
Madison made a
it. Explain it
mistake.
to me.
1 second. I need to remember the game. You know
He
what I'm
passed
saying?
it to he passed it to the player who passed it to.
Who was it? 1 second. I'll tell you in a second. It was a bad one though. You missed it.
No.
Yeah, it was a bad one. And Didi
passed
made a
it.
bad one as well.
Yeah, no, he passed it flawless to someone. He passed it to the Aston
Yeah.
Villa player, and then he passed it to the other guys who scored the goal. I remember.
He gave
That's
the
what it
ball
was.
away. I was
Oh,
watching.
the own goal. Fulham player scored an own goal against.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
feel like
thought
that
I
was a bit
watching it.
unlucky.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
unlucky.
unlucky.
All right, so what
I
we're
like
saying?
add Cucurella, just ignoring the entire left-hand side for Nunes. And
Yeah, but he didn't need to
Kai
go.
Havertz.
That's it. This guy, you know, this guy always on Kai Havertz's case, man. Allow Kai, man.
Nah, fuck him.
Gallagher
Yeah,
for
man.
existing in the midfield.
Yo, if goals weren't a thing, I'd say Martinelli's pass at the end of the game yesterday,
That was
bro.
bad.
Oh my word,
that was
that
bad.
could cost them the title. You know, I'm not even joking.
It
That was that bad.
right. So what we saying? What we going with? Unacceptable error. What we going
Madison,
Gallagher for starting a football game.
with? This guy.
Aura man,
You saying Van Dijk? What for the Arsenal?
second goal. Man just completely lost track of Jesus. It was so bad. Jesus ain't even big like that. Like
Okay. So we're saying Van Dijk.
Zinchenko for getting cut like that. He
We
deserves
can
to
go
be.
in. We can go Zinchenko.
And yeah, I
Cucurella.
think a West Ham player made a really bad mistake when they played.
Oh, how do we
Newcastle.
forget Fabianski for the Isak goal?
Yeah,
When him and Isak were
What do
watching
you
the
do
ball
for that
go in.
one?
Oh, so he's tried to be a sweeper keeper now, and then he's like touched the ball and missed it, and then Isak scored. But there's a still.
Can we just go
of
with
him and
5
Isak
and
next to it
6
is
mistakes? Because my word, there were so many. It's hard to
Yeah,
limit
yeah.
them to 4.
It is. That only lets me do that, but yeah, Fabianski is it was awful. Fabianski,
Oh, yeah,
how
and
did I forget?
Kulabozo.
Which this guy.
Did that body even start? I didn't watch the game.
Nah, man.
Didn't watch
Yeah,
the
he
game.
did.
Oh my god.
I'll save it for the managers, but I wanted to add Lampard for deciding to play a back 4.
No, we can't say Lampard.
Yo,
because he's
anyhow
not
you
under
go
pressure.
to
was
roundabout with the back
unacceptable
4, bro.
myself.
Oh my word!
Right, I
I'm
need one
feasting.
more. What are we saying?
Let him
Oh,
bring
yeah,
a back
wait,
four
Madison.
of fucking Gallagher in midfield to the burnabout. I swear.
Let's go, man. Are you going from?
Nah.
Okay,
So
fair.
yeah.
All right. So there will be a watch along on Lewis's channel, people. So make sure you are there. There will not be a watch along on the Twitch. There'll be a watch along on Lewis's channel. I will be in the comments. Would you
Yeah,
lot
Sarcasm
enjoy the
City
Champions League quarterfinal?
invasion.
Yeah, there we go.
What for the Chelsea game?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
Chelsea. Hope you're there, man.
Chelsea.
Hope you're there, Ahmed. Chelsea.
Super Frankie Lampard.
I'm not gonna be there, man.
Why won't you be there?
Thiago at the back. No
No,
one in
no,
attack.
Chelsea.
Chelsea's gonna win the Champions League.
Yo,
Play
that day Mount
your
signs the new
Super
contract at
Frankie
Chelsea.
Lampard.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
Go vote on the poll, people. The polls are unacceptable error. You got Van Dijk for Arsenal's second goal, Zinchenko for Liverpool's second goal, Fabianski for I don't know which goal it was, Isak, but the one where he's come rushing off his line and he's just miscontrolled it, and then Maddison for the Aston Villa goal, which was a terrible pass. Could have added Ndidi's in there, the one against Villa. John Joe Shelby had a bad one as well, but we've gone with those four. Currently, Zinchenko's leading. Currently, which actually you lot are jokers, because that's the lead. He just got cooked by a good piece of skill. Like Fabianski and Maddison's were both worse. So was Van Dijk's, to be honest. But we move. Is what it is. We move. Yo, Ahmed, why you not gonna be on Lewis's watch along, man? What's going on?
On Wednesday. You know what I mean? It's Wednesday,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
You know,
Wednesday. That's what it is. Yeah, Wednesday.
You can see, like, I'm getting packed up.
Why are you ducking out another Chelsea game? Come on, man.
Yeah, man. We see
Listen,
you, man.
I don't duck Chelsea games, you know. I just
We
duck
see.
Games about vibes, innit? You know what I mean? This is another game which
That's fine.
doesn't matter, innit? Doesn't matter, bro. So you know what I mean?
You don't believe in Super Frankie Lampard's tricky blues?
I believe I believe in Frank Lampard the player. I do not believe in Frank Lampard the manager.
Do you believe in Frank James Lampard, the manager?
Yo, that was mad when that news came out, you know, about Lampard.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was at uni and I saw it on my phone. At the first, I thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
At first, I literally thought it was someone with pranking on Twitter or something.
Bro, someone made banter, yeah, in the morning of Lampard being like confirmed as like by the reports, yeah. Imagine if Frank Lampard comes back as manager, and I was laughing with them. By the end of the day, Frank Lampard was manager, bro.
Super Frankie, like Chelsea.
Oh, Flores, there was one more player I wanted to speak about, actually.
Yeah, go on, Flores.
Certain player that is going
actually, before you get to that, let me get to this
Yeah.
super chat from Alhambra and then hold that thought, Ryan. Hold that thought. Alhambra, big up for the super chat. He says, Lampard will play a 4-2-3-1. I'm okay with the back four so long as Kante plays at the base of the midfield. Silver is back. Silver is back. I wouldn't mind Mudryk up front. Duo for mercy. So
that means like a prayer.
Alhambra, my friends.
You man are getting cooked.
Is us holding
Victor,
six.
why are you so mad at me, Victor, man? I don't understand this. Big up to my guy, Victor, man. I hope you're on the watch along as well. I'm saying I will give up my space on Lewis's watch along for a Chelsea fan to be there. Don't worry about that, man. But
remember the Real Madrid watch along you did last season?
Yeah. Jesus, that was like hell and heaven in one street.
That was
Lampard, yeah. If Lampard plays 4-3-2-1, yeah, football, he's a criminal.
All right, we're gonna get to what Alhambra said. Alhambra, big up for the super chat, and I think this is the first time we've spoke since Paul got sacked. I believe so, Alhambra. So, what's your thoughts on that? Because genuinely, I know you was against him because you was calling him Graham Pulis for the longest time. So, I think this is the first time we spoke 100%. But yeah, we'll go to he was like, he had me confused.
I was there. I was
like, yeah, he was. Yeah, I was on the show. I was like, yo, who is Graham? I'm Graham Pulis. What's he talking? And I was like, then it clicked. I was like, yeah. But all right, Ahmed, 4-2-3-1. Are you against that? You for it?
That is criminal behavior, bro. I cannot wait for Vinicius and Benzema and Rodrigo to destroy the four at the back. You have to play 3-4-3, man. Or 3-5-2. You have to play 3-5-2 formation, man.
What about the back four with Kante at the base of the midfield? He's saying it.
Kante as base DM is not going to work. We've seen that before, and we know what happens.
Silva being back?
Silva's not going to be back for the game. They already confirmed it.
Okay, but are you looking forward to Thiago Silva being back?
Yeah, Thiago Silva's back in training.
Fit?
Yeah, Fofana's going to be fit. Koulibaly's going to be fit. The other player, I don't know who's going to be the other defender though.
And he said here, Mudryk up front. What are you saying about that?
Mudryk up front.
Yeah, then Havertz.
Yo, we had a round of applause
from
the Bernabeu before, man.
There we go. Hey, you just muted his mic. Yo, Lewis, you there?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Lampard 4-3-2-1 at, you know what I'm saying? What are you saying? 4-3-2-1. You like it, don't like it?
Methodical and painful death for the Blues.
Yo, the Christmas tree formation,
what about Kante as at the base of the midfield in front of a back four?
He will go straight back on the injury table within 60 minutes.
All right. Silva being back?
Silva's
Oh
not
yeah, I'm
winning.
back for that. He's got to sink or swim anyway. We're screwed without him.
Okay. Mudryk up front.
Better than Havertz. I'm here for it.
Okay, first. Hey, Alhambra, there you go. I hope the Chelsea
Big up
don't say
Alhambra.
answer your question. Big up Alhambra every single. You lot continue to vote on the poll over 30 votes. Van Dijk 35%, Zinchenko 39%, Fabianski 19%, Madison 6%. Madison's was the worst. What we doing? Madison's was the worst one. You lot.
Yeah, but you know
You lot
agenda's
crooks.
got to run.
Yo,
bro.
you lot are crooks in the chat. I swear down, man. Madison, yo, go look at that Leicester Bournemouth game and see that. And I'm a fan of Madison.
was
I want him
bad.
at my football
It
club.
was bad.
It was awful. It was an awful mistake. It really was bad. And Didi did one against Villa as well, which, like I said, I couldn't add to it. John Joe Shelby's was awful as well. It was. Hey, United Devil, I'm glad you're here, man. So big up. Says, thanks for the late streams, bro. Love it. It's all good, man. We're here. Still over 85 of you lot locked in. Let's continue to bump up the likes. We're at 59. Get us to 70 likes, people. Get us up to 70 likes. And hit the subscribe button. We're one short of 6,295. One short, people. So hit the subscribe button. Continue to share it across the socials as well. So yeah, before we move on, actually. So Ryan, which one do you think is the worst out of Van Dijk, Zinchenko, Fabianski, Madison?
I think Zinchenko's was the funniest. I don't think it was the worst. I'd probably say it was Madison's, in it.
Madison.
But it is Madison's, but Zinchenko's like, it was the funniest, in it? Because man literally just got cooked.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
It was bad. It was bad.
And Trent ain't even a techie guy like that, you know, in terms of like nutmeg. His passing's great, but like he ain't like techie like that, innit? Like, bro, Zinchenko, man, that was hilarious. He was about to get subbed off as well for Tierney. He was legit about to get subbed off for Tierney, and he did that. My word, man.
Yeah, Ahmed, what are you saying? Worst one.
What's error?
Yeah. Out of the four. Van Dijk, Zinchenko, Fabianski, Madison.
Fabianski. Not Fabianski, sorry, Madison. Because Madison literally passed it and the guy that scored. It was like it was an assistant, man. He literally did an assistant under the pitch.
He did. It was bad. It really was bad.
He's trying to, you know what he's trying to do, Madison. He's trying to get a discount price for him to get out of Leicester, you know, for the top clubs to come and get him, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
all right, big up Daniel. He's super chatted. He had enough. He was like, fuck all this shit, Van Dijk. So big up Daniel for the super chat. See, that's how this works, people. So he's put in a £5 super chat. Much appreciated, Daniel. That is the winner now of this category. So even though Van Dijk is at 34% and Zinchenko's at 38%, he got tired of Ryan. That's why Daniel did this. He was like, fuck this.
Got tired
shit.
of me. I'm the one who's this Van Dijk the last half an hour.
You know what? Valid point. I think it's because he was winning the poll then, but now he's actually 36%. But you can still vote on the poll, people, but now this is now the winner. Now, if someone else super chatted £5, the equivalent or more, then that would be the winner. Neville B, big up to you in the cut as well. But big up, Daniel, much appreciated as well. He said, no, he passed it to Martinelli. That's why. All right, first, I stand corrected.
Oh, it's the first goal.
Hey, big up Alhambra as well. Let's see. He says here, big up for the super chat. He says, Pulis had to go. I read the full lowdown in The Athletic, which stated the board didn't anticipate finding backlash. They've learned an expensive lesson and got a bloody nose. Welcome to European soccer. Yeah, Alhambra's not having it. Yo, Alhambra, what's your thoughts on two questions? On Lampard being back, and who do you want as permanent manager as well? Because like I said, you were super critical of Graham Potter, and rightfully so. You weren't wrong. And big up for the super chat. Much appreciated. All right, well, Van Dijk's won that anyway. So yeah, we'll end that poll there. Next category is, it's going to be a good one. Lewis's favorite category. Most under the cosh manager. Most under the cosh manager. Ahmed, will go to you first. And again, people, when we say most under the cosh manager, it's from this week's games just gone. So weekend and midweek. So if a manager won 2 games this week, he's not eligible for this. If he won, even if he's down the bottom end of the table, he was not eligible, like at all. So yeah, go on, Ahmed.
I would say the Garcia for Leeds. I would say Cooper for Nottingham Forest. I think the other guy that I would lean to, sorry, it just escaped my mind right now, is just Leicester in general.
Just Leicester in
generally. Because the Leicester management in general, I feel like that's another one that I have to add.
Who was even their manager?
It was like the goalkeeping coach that's been there for a long time.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, it's really bad down there. And
they're going to get JT as assistant.
Yeah, Dean Smith will not go in there.
That's a shit appointment, bro.
They
deserve to get
better than Gerrard.
Better than
I
Fat
have to
Frank
say the
as
same.
well. But yeah,
Say Southampton as well.
You know he ain't better than the Bruno Salto. Hold that.
Yeah, the Southampton manager has to be
Bruno.
So you're saying Southampton? Who's the Southampton manager again? What's his name?
I'm doing Ruben Sellers.
Sellers.
All
I'd
right,
probably
cool.
say
Go on. What are you saying, Ryan?
I'd probably say Steve Cooper. I actually don't think it's Leeds manager because I think he actually won a game in midweek last week, innit?
Ah,
I'm
shit.
sure he
Yeah,
won.
they did.
So that's why
Yeah,
I
they
can't
won
really say
2-1.
Leeds manager. But
But
Steve Cooper lost both, innit?
No, but
So
the
I'd
thing
probably
is,
have to
like,
say him.
it's all good
Steve
winning
Cooper's a joke.
it's all good winning 2-1, but then when you get slapped 5-1 at home,
Yeah, but he won, bro.
you-
He won one
you're
game.
not-
That's the thing.
you can win one game, but you've lost against a potential
Yeah,
relegation rival.
Yeah, the 5-1 is bad, but we'll keep it. Like, we'll see who else. Who else actually lost? Like, let's see.
I'd say Steve Cooper.
Are we saying
No.
Lampard's on this list? I'm saying
No.
Lampard is.
Lampard.
Put
yeah,
Lampard in
yeah.
the banter.
The reason
How's
why I would
Lampard not on this list?
Put Lampard in, bro.
No,
Hey,
Lewis. It's not to be sacked. I'm
No.
talking again. It's just this week's game's just gone. He's
No,
just
but-
lost.
Oh, just your
Yeah,
opinion on
but-
their performance.
But again, he
Just the result. Go on.
Yeah, you might as well put him in.
I know what you mean by this week result, but the reality is Lampard's is under no pressure.
What is-
Lampard's under no pressure.
I hear you. So what
So
we
there's
saying? We need to actually let us know in the chat. This
So
is where you lot in the chat start suggesting some names because this is tough.
So
Yeah, go on.
I agree with Cooper, Sellers, the Leicester managers in
Yeah,
general.
Leicester ain't got a permanent.
Are we
manager,
really
so
putting in
Leicester-
a goalkeeping coach from Leicester?
No,
man?
we're not. We're not
No,
putting it because
no, then
it has
I
to be
think-
permanent. Has to be a permanent manager.
Arteta has to be.
Yes, Arteta is
Yeah.
definitely there.
So
yes.
then,
Yeah, bottled a 2-goal lead.
Mm.
Yeah, you kind of have
but
to put
I
him.
think for me, you have to put the Leeds manager a bit there because it's unacceptable to be losing
Yeah,
5-1.
I'll add him to the list. I'll add him to the
I think it's
Yeah.
Steve Cooper personally.
No,
he's added
we
to the
put
list too.
you already added them to the list. We agree on that one, yeah.
Yeah, one more. We need one
So
more.
we got 4, no?
Did you put Sellers in?
Yeah, Sellers. The list.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've not added Javi Garcia in it.
Yeah,
Garcia from Leeds.
Garcia,
I've not added.
yeah.
What about Marco Silva?
No, because he's done his job. Marco Silva has done the
Yeah,
job.
but no,
they
not
lost
this
at
week.
home. They lost that.
He's not even managing though. He's not at the dugout. He's not in the dugout, bro.
No,
Yeah,
come on, man. He still has to save the team and everything like that.
But,
Come on.
But the thing is, they're not. He's not in the dugout. Their top striker, their main man, the star player, is not even on the pitch. He's
I
also
don't care, bro. They should be beating West Ham at home, man. West
Okay,
Ham is
here's a
shit.
shout. What about we forgot about Thomas Frank? They lost 2.
Yeah, that's a
lost
good
to
point,
Fair
you
enough.
know.
and they
fair
lost to
enough.
Newcastle.
Point.
You
But
say
But then
Thomas
you could
Frank-
say he played 2 teams that are better than him at the end of the day.
No, but the one is they're trying to get European football now. They're in the European spots to get what was it
Hey,
called?
we were coming off a loss. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that at
That's
home
true.
to Newcastle, like.
Yeah, I hear the shout.
Right,
Yeah,
so
Thomas
I've got
Frank is a
Cooper,
shout.
I've got Arteta, I've got Thomas Frank.
And Sellers, isn't it?
Sellers. How'd you spell his name? How you spell Sellers' name?
SELLES.
Yo, Ahmed
SELLES.
knows, man.
All right, let's go. That's why he's here. Right, the poll's out, people, because it is interesting. It is interesting. Again, that's why we do it that way. So we're just not talking about the same managers week in, week out. Where else would we be talking about Arteta? Go vote on the poll, people. Go vote on the poll. So we've got Cooper, we've got Arteta, we've got Thomas Frank, and we've got Sellers. They are your 4 options, people. Currently, Thomas Frank at 75%. Jesus, yeah, go vote, people. Go vote, and you know. So who would you actually pick? Who do you think is most under the cosh from this week, Ahmed? Out of those 4.
I want to say Arteta, but I think I feel like the Sellers is the most under the cosh because Southampton are still 20th. And I don't know if you heard the news about so who got bought out? Was it Southampton? Because Southampton got new owners, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Have they?
Did they?
There was a report about one of the clubs that got new owners that they had to pay it back by next season. 1 second.
Yeah, no stress. What we doing here is fucking Lampard. Victor's not having it.
Listen,
Lewis, are we getting a
say-
stream tomorrow? I presume Lewis is streaming tomorrow. Lewis,
Yeah,
are we
we'll
live
be
streaming
doing the
tomorrow?
Real Madrid preview.
There you go.
It's
Real
about
Madrid
how and
preview.
why we're gonna lose.
There you go, man. And I will be there in the
Love
comment
Chelsea.
section, people. I'm the fucking Chelsea, mate. There we go. I voted Thomas Frank because I thought it was Frank Lampard. Fuck. Yeah, Victor is what it is. I'm saying I was outvoted. But again, you lot continue to vote. I think it's tough on Sellers though. Like they only lost 4-1 to
Yeah,
Manchester
I was
City.
right. Yeah. So yeah, Southampton. Yeah, the owner of relegation threat Southampton faces having to pay back 110 million loan money he used to buy the club last year by the end of 2024. So that's what I'm saying to you. So they're in big danger. They need to get through the storm. And if they don't, bro, where is he going to get down to £10 million from? Because that's money that's going to be gone straight away from getting out of the Premier League. They're in big trouble, bro. They're in big trouble.
Yo, you man might have to look out for FFP coming soon, man. Like,
I'm not too worried about FFP. I've said that before. I think the club already knows what they have to do. We've got a lot of players that we have to sell anyway.
apparently, you man recorded massive losses though. Like,
yeah, but I think part of the reason why we recorded mass losses is because like for like 4 to 5 months we weren't able to sell anything at all.
Oh yeah, fair.
So at the end of the day, we're gonna probably have to sell a lot of the players that we have. We've got a bloated squad anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, all right. Big up Alhambra. Let me get to this. You lot continue to vote. Currently, Cooper at 50%, Arteta at 20%, Thomas Frank at 15%, Ruben Sellers at 15%. Like I said, losing to City at home 4-1, I think is harsh.
Yeah, that's harsh.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, again, I personally think it should have been super Frankie Lampard, but we move. Alhambra says schedule is wild. A game every 3 days. 3 days, no time to coach philosophy. Little upside with all the downside. Lampard willing to take it for sentiment. I love Enrique plays direct. Spain was an exception. The schedule is wild, but the schedule is wild for everyone left in competitions. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Ryan don't have to worry about that. They got 1 game a week. But my team plays once every 3 days. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Chelsea are still obviously in the champs and trying to get into the top half as well. But the schedule is always crazy. But I think obviously with the Queen passing and the World Cup, it's even made the schedule more dense because I think the Europa League final is like the third, like the top of June, and then the Champions League final I think is like the 10th of June, yeah. Final. And then ain't the FA Cup final like that same like week? Is it like a week before or something crazy?
It's stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's late. Like we're going into June and we're playing finals, people. That's holiday season, and we're literally gonna be here streaming Champions League and stuff. Well, actually,
we won the Champions League on the 1st of June. I remember.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. What happened this year? But
yeah, man.
The Champions League final, I probably won't do a watch along for it, people. If there's an English team in it, definitely won't be doing a watch along. But it's
it's only City's the only threat to be in that final.
Yeah. But I'm just letting people know for now in it. So Champions League final, there will be no watch along. Especially, it's highly unlikely, especially if
City aren't in it.
Especially if it's if City are in it, definitely not. Europa League, whether United make it or not. No,
or if we're in it.
Definitely.
You, man.
Definitely.
We got a better chance than you do.
Yeah, we watch on Wednesday, man. You'll be out of it in like 20 minutes.
Man. It's gonna be...
Wait, who's before we continue?
Ain't for everybody.
I need Hazard to be the guy.
Alhambra, big up, man. Yo, Daniel, who's the permanent manager who's the non-permanent manager that's in there? Hell of them are permanent, right? Cooper, Arteta, Frank, and Sellers.
Yeah, they're permanent.
Yeah.
No, I think he's going because you want.
Oh, you're talking about Frank Lampard.
No, but Lampard's permanent till the end of the season.
Yeah, he's permanent. Yeah. He's interim, like he's permanent.
And they don't. They still don't know if he might get the. He's not obviously. We all know he's not going to get the job permanent.
Yeah, he might get the job, yo.
He said like he doesn't. It's not clear enough for after the summer, isn't it? I'm just saying, man. Stranger things have happened. It's not set in stone that he doesn't get the job after. He won't. But yeah, there was one player that I wanted to talk about for us earlier on. That
go and get to it. Let people still vote because this is close.
One of our players that I think uncomfortable conversations need to be had, and I think he's getting away with it a lot. Diogo Jota. I think he's getting away with a lot at the moment. The guy has not scored a single goal for over a calendar year. For over a year, he's not scored a single goal. That's like, and I know people say he's been injured and everything for a lot of it. Bro, he's had more than enough appearances in that time to get at least one goal. One goal. And the guy has not scored, bro. And that's actually the only thing he's good for as well. Like, let's be real. Apart from goals, Jota doesn't offer anything. Like, we all know his hold up and link up playing good. We all know the guy doesn't offer. Huh?
Running him behind?
Running him behind to do what? No, movement? Because he don't even do that.
I'm just
he ain't got the pace anymore. He's injury
pace, but he's not. But I think he has good movement. I think his movement's good.
Oh, I ain't seen much.
I don't think you score
recently,
obviously, even though he's not scored goals this season, you don't score goals being bad. Like you don't. He's not.
No, but the thing is,
he's a squad player at best. I agree with you. He's a squad player at best.
But I think we should keep. The thing is, it's annoying me that I know we wanted to keep Firmino in it. Like I know Liverpool and Klopp wanted to keep Firmino, and it's Firmino's decision to leave. But bro, it just hurts that Firmino's going and like over Jota in it. Like it just because I'd rather keep Firmino over Jota, man. Firmino offers more, man. You saw that yesterday. Like
But-
Jota's been
Oh yeah,
terrible.
for me.
since
Oh
he
yeah,
came
yeah,
back.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Firmino's definitely a better like nine
Yeah,
than,
like-
than
Like for
what's it
Jota's
called?
been terrible since he came back from his injury, man. Like, and like I know he's come back from an injury. He's been out for a while, but like, bro, he's been back for quite a bit now. At least have one good game in it. Like, I don't even think he's had a good game. Like, I think he had a decent 45 minutes against City last week, like a decent one. But bro, he's not had a good game since he came back from his injury, man. He's not scoring goals. He's not doing anything, bro. Like, I can't lie. I'd sell in the summer, man. I still think we could get a decent amount of money for him and use that to replace him. But like, I don't know, man. I just don't see what he offers anymore. To be honest, I think, and he's injury prone as well. You don't know when he's gonna get injured, man. Like, he's
That's-
unreliable in that way as well. So it's not as if he's even a good. You know, like with the Thiago, it's like Thiago's unreliable fitness wise, but at least he's a good footballer in it. But Jota ain't even like contributing anything, man. I'll be real. Just, I think he's getting away with it quite a bit at the moment, to be honest with you.
All right, first. Hey, you lot continue to bump up the likes. Over 90 of you lot in the building. Record high for doing the most, actually. So big up. This is definitely a record high for doing the most. So clearly the show is going places. We're here every Monday, people. Every Monday, 11:30 p.m. / midnight.
Oh, do you know what made me so happy about yesterday
What?
as well? The game. I actually had
What?
a tear in my eye as well. I watched the
Yeah, man.
Liverpool game where I saw Klopp not bring on James Milner. I
There you
couldn't
go.
believe what I was watching. Man
I
didn't
ain't gonna
bring
lie, if
on
you bring
James
him on, you probably
Milner.
win the game. You know what I'm saying? But we move.
Oh my god.
Probably
Oh,
win the
you
game.
love it.
You know
But
what I'm
who
saying?
would he have come on for though?
Yeah, it's bad in Thiago.
Even Henderson weren't that bad yesterday. I'll be real with
Your
you.
mate,
Even
wow, no,
Henderson weren't
Curtis
too
Jones
bad.
or something.
Yo, Curtis Jones was all right, you know.
Yeah, he played well. I
I
agree.
don't
Like
even,
you lot played well.
I don't even
And-
rate Curtis Jones, but last couple of games against Chelsea and Arsenal, I think he's done okay with you. I'll be real. I actually thought he was all right I thought he was good in the first half against Chelsea, better than the two clowns next to him. But like,
Well.
the other day I thought he did okay as well. To be honest with you,
And to United Devil, you
yeah.
says, and can I say the two guys in the panel joining flawless tonight? Thank you guys. Appreciate United Devil.
man,
That's
big up,
Ryan.
man.
Yeah, big up,
Ryan,
man.
who's
Big up.
here. Ryan and Ahmed are the two regulars on doing the most, but you'll see a Lewis drop in, a Surfer, a Jez, a Peter, but the two regulars on the doing the most show are Ryan, Ahmed. But like I said, even a Victor in the chat, he might drop in. But yeah, these are the two regulars. So I'm glad you lot are enjoying the show. I don't know what we're gonna do over the summer in regards to this show, because obviously there's no Premier League action, but we'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure that out. We'll figure something out. Yeah,
Well,
we'll
one
figure
of the
something out.
shows will obviously be like a whole review of the season. Do you get what I mean? Like a whole under
Yeah,
the
I'm saying
cosmetics
more
of
so
the
the summer.
season and everything.
Yeah, I'm just saying over the summer. Like,
Yeah.
we'll figure that out at a later date. We'll do. We'll come up with something together. 100%.
Yeah.
Only likes we got 65 likes. Hey, girls up to 80 likes, people, man. Girls up to 80 likes. Subscriber, one short of the subscriber target, 6,295. One short. There's over 80 of you lot in the building. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you do so. Let me check. I think Cooper's won this still. But he did lose 2 games.
It has to be Cooper, man.
Yeah,
That's
it makes
what
sense. It makes sense. Actually, I agree with the chat. I very rarely agree with him on his polls. It's so agenda driven. Yeah, agenda driven. Yeah, he's got 40%. Arteta 27%. Thomas Frank 20%. And Sellers 13%. All right, we'll go to the next one. The final category, people. Final category. Most untouchable manager. Ahmed, we'll go to you. What managers stick out most untouchable? You're gonna say Super Frank?
Pep Guardiola.
Peps.
Frank Lampard is another one. Most untouchable manager. What's his name? The Newcastle manager. Whose name?
Howe.
Just
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe.
It's probably Eddie
Howe's
Howe
a
when
shout.
you think about it.
Eddie Howe's a shout. It was a great
I
shout.
had Ten Hag as well. You actually have to
And
put him
Unai
there.
Emery as well.
Oh no, it's Unai Emery. I don't care. It's Unai
Yeah.
Emery.
So
All right, so we're
for
saying
me,
Emery. Go on.
Ten Hag as well because he won 2 games
Ten
as
Hag.
well. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to say.
so for me, it's Emery, Ten
Mhm.
Hag,
Pep.
Pep, Frank Lampard, and listen, I'm not trolling, bro. I'm being serious. Frank Lampard.
Yeah, I know you are. That's the worst part about it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's
Eddie
it,
Howe.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Howe,
mentioned
so,
Eddie Howe. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
for
Newcastle.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because Newcastle won. They won at
Oh yeah, and
Brentford,
what was also a good shout as well.
and they won.
They won back-to-back games.
Yeah, and they won at West Ham as well. Yeah, Eddie Howe. We'll run with that. Let us know in the chat, people. Even if it's someone who, Hodgson's a shot, actually. Hodgson is a shot.
Oh, Hodgson. Oh,
Hodgson is a
yeah,
shot.
you're right.
What's it? It's tough, people.
Put
Yeah,
Lampard on there. We need to trial Victor, man. He needs some fun in his life. He needs some fun in his life, man.
You're a joke, man. Yo, swear down.
I'm being serious, bro. He's untouchable. What are we doing here, guys? He's untouchable.
Yo,
That
Ten
is
Hag
the
won.
one.
Wait, Ten Hag won 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Howe, you know what I'm saying, won 2 matches. Did Villa win 2
Unai Emery.
matches as well?
Unai
Yeah,
Emery
they won
too,
against
like-
Leicester.
Yeah,
And they won
Emery won 2
We have
matches.
Bruno
I'd probably
Salto.
say it's Emery.
And then this guy, yo. This week, Lewis, you joke, man. That was last week.
I'm Bruno
Because
too.
it was classed as Monday, so we did that on Monday. You know what I'm saying? This guy a joke,
Oh,
man. So yeah, go vote on the poll, people.
Well,
Go
Lampard.
vote on the poll, people. We have where we at? Untouchable manager. So we got Emery, Ten Hag, Pep, Eddie Howe. Currently, Emery at 40% and the other 3 at 20%. I'll leave that poll up for a minute. Obviously, the NBA show people has been pushed back. Half one. We'll go half one. So just over half an hour from now, people. It is just over half.
Yeah. You guys are doing this bouncer.
Yeah,
head off.
love
Big up.
every
Big
time,
up,
Lewis.
man.
Yeah, I'll
Big
catch
up,
up with
my
you
guy.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Victor, Lampard didn't make it. Let us know who you voted for in the chat and why, people.
You should have said, I'm telling you, Lampard is the untouchable manager.
No,
Come
from
on,
this
bro.
week. No, you lost, fam. You know what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't matter if you lost, bro. He's untouchable.
It does matter. You know what I'm saying? No, because we're talking from this week. You comedian. Otherwise, we say the same.
Doesn't
See,
matter if
people,
you-
this is a teachable moment, people. That's the whole thing of doing the most. So we don't talk about the same things. That's why we put it to the week just gone. And Ahmed knows this because he's been here often enough. But he just likes to troll. Don't you, Ahmed?
Listen, man, I think for me, Lampard, he deserves a shout to be untouchable, bro.
All right, he gets honorable mention in it. You can super chat. You know what I'm saying? The 79p and then Lampard can win. There you go. Yeah. So you don't care. 79p people and Lampard could win this category.
Yo, who else is looking forward to the end of the season?
Depends how the season ends.
I can
Depends
like
how the season ends.
the day the Jude announcement comes, man. That's what
All
I'm.
right, talk
looking
about it.
forward
Why are
to.
you so confident on Jude Bellingham to Liverpool?
Well, I think we might as well announce the deal now. Innit? I'll be honest with you, like.
Yeah, you ITK?
I think-
Are you in the know?
Yeah, I'm in the know, man. I'm in the know. Nah, no seriousness. I'm not in it, but like,
Yeah, we know you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? But go on.
I think it's only Liverpool and City in for him, really, because I think I saw last week that Real have kind of cooled their interest in him quite a bit. Now, it's Liverpool or City, but I think he wants to move to Liverpool. I think Paul Joyce the other week said, and he's Liverpool's like most reliable journalist, Paul Joyce, at the end of the day. He's the main one. He said that Bellingham is keen on a move to Anfield. We all know Liverpool have probably put in the most, they've definitely put in the most groundwork for him. They literally mortgaged the season off last season, just to get Jude Bellingham. Like, I don't know, like Klopp's going to be fuming if we don't get him in it. Like, his head will be gone if we don't get, but I don't know. I just think too much groundwork to be put in. I think
Sorry,
Joyce
that's
said that
bad.
Liverpool will sanction the deal if
Yes!
Klopp agrees to
Saka!
it.
My brother, man. My
Hey, so
guy.
now most untouchable manager from the week because Seth for a super chatted 199 is Lampard for the win, you jabroni. It's the most untouchable manager currently. Still vote on the poll, people though. But currently Lampard's one unless someone super chats 199 or more than 199 for a different manager. Yeah, go on, carry on.
Oh yeah, I think Jude wants to come. I think Joyce said that Liverpool will sanction the deal if Klopp agrees to it, which we all know he will, because that's the main thing. Klopp's been pushing this deal for about 2 years minimum. So yeah, I just think we'll get him in it at the end of the day. Like, I think they'll pay the money as well, because you can't tell me that these idiots like you didn't know that he'd cost over 100 million. Like, how stupid can you be? We all know he was going to cost that amount at the end of the day. So like, I think they set, and it's not as if they spent like I don't know. I just think they'll spend it on Jude in it. Like, yeah.
Big up Daniel who just super chatted says, and he's super chatted more than what Surfer has. He said, Emery, let's not do this. And I love Frank Lampard. Hey, Ahmed, hold that. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? Hold that. Wait. Hold that, fam. Hold that. Wait. Hold up. Wait. You see me, fam? Hey, Ahmed, did you this thing on. Hold that.
Man.
Go on, carry on. Sorry, I just had to let Ahmed know. Go on, Ryan. Sorry.
Yeah, so I just think everything points to Jude signing. To be honest, like,
Bro,
yeah,
nothing is pointing to Jude signing, bro.
I'm like
Nothing is pointing
I'm like
to Jude signing,
95% confident.
Hey,
it happens,
Surfer,
innit?
Surfer, hold that, you prick. You know what I'm saying? Hold that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
be
both
so
you and
honest,
Ahmed-
bro. He's not signing, bro. Like, I don't
He is, man.
understand.
He
Well,
is.
all right, go on, Ahmed. Why do you think he's not signing?
Genuinely, it just comes for me. It just comes
Let me
down
get
to
to this
the
from
price tag.
Alhambra. We hold that thought. Who says Jude Bellingham isn't going to Liverpool? No chance. Liverpool journalists haven't got an absolute Scooby about anything. All under the covers. All undercover. Perez loves Jude. I personally don't think he's going to Liverpool either, but that's
Yeah,
just
bro.
me. Yeah,
I
go
think
on.
he is.
Actually,
I
that's
just-
what we'll probably do. Discuss transfers during the summer. But go on.
I think for me, it just comes down to the price, bro. Like the price for me is the big thing. Liverpool Football Club have never gone above 100 million pounds. What or even 100 million? What makes you think they're gonna spend more than
Nah, they
100
spent
million
200
for one
M's in
player?
there, and they've spent 200 M's over the last 2 summers. They've spent.
No,
No,
but
no,
he
no,
means
I'm not
on
talking-
one player. He means on one
mean,
player.
on
got you.
You know what I mean, for us, they're never gonna do that, bro.
Hey.
Let's keep it real. They're not doing that,
Bro, you honestly don't think that they knew that Jude would cost this amount of money?
bro. They didn't think. They probably thought it would be 100 million max.
No, they
could do
didn't.
something.
They always
Yes,
knew it'd be
wait,
120,
no. This is
130.
no. I'm trying to say this is like knowing the type of guys that Liverpool Football Club are. They thought they could do something where they could do like 70 million plus like 30 million add-ons. The problem is, yeah, they didn't realize there were other top midfielders out there that could do the job. That other teams would be willing to pay more money, 100 million for straight up, like Chelsea did for Enzo. And because of that, now he's definitely going for minimum 130 to 150 million pounds. There's no denying that.
130.
Yes.
Hey,
Up you,
before we
Safa.
continue,
Yes.
Usafa says, Daniel, we're just having some fun. Leave it alone and let Frank win. Up yours, flawless. So now,
Hold that.
Surf has matched it.
Hold that, you dickhead, man. Yeah, you can escape.
So now, because Surf has matched Daniel's last super chat, Frank Lampard is now the what's it called? He is now untouchable manager, yo. That's just crazy. If you don't let Lampard win this is terrible. But go on back to Jude because I'm gonna give my thoughts on Jude.
Yeah,
as well.
I
for
think
me,
Jude will happen.
again,
innit?
again, for me, it comes down to the pricing. It's a price issue, and that's why it's not gonna happen, bro. I'm scared, it's a price problem, and I'm telling you now, Liverpool is not gonna spend that money. And the other thing for me,
I think they
I'm Jude
will.
Bellingham, if I'm Jude Bellingham, Man City wants me. Why would I not go to Man City? Your best mate Harden
Nah,
is there.
apparently he wants Liverpool though. Like Joyce wouldn't have said that if he
Bro,
did. Like
Paul Joyce can say whatever he
Paul
wants.
Joyce is Liverpool's most reliable journalist by a
Paul
mile.
Joyce can
Okay,
say.
before you continue, I know there's beef on here. Yeah, Alhambra says Unai Emery. Let's respect this vote. I love Frank the player, but not the manager. Hey, Ahmed. Hey, Ahmed. Hold that, you dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, go on. Hey, Alhambra, big up, man. Big up, Alhambra. You know what I'm saying? Big up. Hey, Surfer. Are you there? Surfer. Hold that too. You prick. You know what I'm saying? There we go. You ain't one prick. Go on.
I said again, it comes down to price. And if Liverpool are smart as they claim to be, you're not going to spend all that money on Jude Bellingham when you need more than that. When you could use that money to spend on just to fix a home midfield. Jude Bellingham is not going to fix your midfield.
Oh, I agree. Jude Bellingham alone ain't going to fix the midfield.
So, and Liverpool is not the club that's going to spend 200 million in one transfer window.
I think they will this season,
bro.
I think they'll get. I think Liverpool.
I genuinely think, you're doing a bit of hopium, bro. I'll be so real. It's not happening. Like if they ever spend 150 million, it's gonna be on a few players. It's never gonna be just on one player.
I think they'll get 3 midfielders, one of which will be Jude and one centre back.
Okay, let's say you said 3 midfielders. One of them is gonna cost 150 million. All right. The other 2. Minimum, are you telling me the other 2 are going to cost like 25 million? There's no way that's going to happen. So that means they're going to have to spend over 250 million pounds. That's a relatively realistic estimate on 3 midfielders. Liverpool are not going to do that. There's other positions that need to be fixed.
Nah, the midfield is the one that has to be given priority at the end of the day.
So 250 million just to fix your midfield in one window. Are you telling me Liverpool's going to do that in one window?
No, they'll get 3 midfielders, one of which will be Jude. I'm pretty confident in saying that.
No, I don't.
Hey, Surfer, it's fun, man. Seeing you lose, Surfer. Yeah, hold that. But actually, I got a question that K asked here. Big up K. Obviously, Bajan's in the building as well. Love that. Who are you selling to fund Jude?
No one. Believe it or not, Liverpool actually do have money. Liverpool aren't broke. It's just that these fools refused. Klopp included, by the way. Klopp's included. Klopp was to blame for last summer at the end of the day for not getting a midfielder. I don't even put that as much in FSG last summer. That was Klopp in it. Because Klopp likes to sell. Klopp's someone that he needs the right person in it. He'll wait for the right player. That's what he did for Van Dijk as well at the end of the day. Like his right player is Jude at the end of the day. That's why he's waiting at the yeah, that we're not even going to sell anyone. We'll sell some players, obviously. Like one of Gomez or Matic will go. Yeah, we'll sell some. Simicast, I think, will go. Kelleher will go. For Kelleher, we could get like 25 mil. That's what they're saying for him. So he'll go as well. Some of the shit midfielders, a lot of the shit midfielders. Well, Cater and Ox are in a free in it, so they'll go for free. But I think they'll look to sell Fabinho this summer, actually.
Okay, how much? Let me ask you this: how much you think you will buy? Because you're like convinced you're going to sign Jude Bellingham. What do you think the price will be? How much?
Jude Bellingham?
Yeah.
120, 130.
So you're saying 100? Okay, first. I'm just asking.
There's no.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Borussia Dortmund always stick to their figure. It's going to be 150 million.
Yeah, which is about 130.
No, 150.
Yeah, I just
it's
do
not
you think you're gonna say all right?
£150
So if you you're because you're saying you definitely signed Jude, do you think you sign anybody else outside of Jude Bellingham? Or you think it's just him?
Yeah. No, it won't be
who do you
him.
think?
It won't be just him.
You
I
go,
know
I'm
the
asking.
club's looking at three, at the very least two midfielders, ideally three.
Okay.
One I think will be fucking Mason Mount, but whatever.
Oh, you think all right, do you think there's a legitimate chance you get Mason Mount? Or jokes aside?
Oh yeah. After Jude Bellingham, he's like the one I'm convinced they're actually gonna sign. It's either him or McAllister, I think. I'd rather have McAllister.
What about Gallagher?
Like,
I've heard you've been linked with
Gallagher. Gallagher, they said is like he's the last resort. Do you get what I mean? Like he's like the Arthur Melo of last season in it, but just wouldn't be on a loan in it. Gallagher's like the last resort where like you're desperate for a midfielder, you couldn't get the targets you wanted before, and you have to settle for a minute. That's all Gallagher is. That's I don't think there's really legs in that move, to be honest. I think there is interest, but just as a last resort. Mount, there is genuinely like. I'll just have to hope he signs that contract, man. That's the only thing that can save me when it comes to him in it. But I actually think we'll get Mason Mount in it. It scares me, but what? It'll be him or McAllister, like I said. And there's been talk of Lavia. I know the club's in for Lavia because if Southampton get relegated, he'd be even cheaper in it. And the club likes a cheap deal like that. No, but that's in 2024. It's in 2024.
Then that would be cancelled out if he signs a new contract with a new club, you know.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Will be, 100%.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know the club's in for Lavia. Whether they get him or not, I don't know, innit? But I think they'll look to sell Fabinho in the summer as well. Because I think they've wanted to replace Fabinho for a while, innit? Because
PDK, keep it clean in the chat, please. Keep it clean, no personals. Go on, carry on.
Because
please
last
keep it clean in the chat.
Liverpool were desperate for Tchouaméni, innit? Like they were working on the Tchouaméni deal for even during last season, innit? But March, April time, they were working on Tchouaméni, and the only reason they didn't get him is because Real obviously went off Mbappe. The Mbappe deal fell apart, so they focused their attention on Tchouaméni, and then Tchouaméni went to Madrid. If Real Madrid got Mbappe, Tchouaméni would have been playing for us, innit? But so that kind of shows that Klopp wanted Fabinho replaced at the end of the day, because he wanted Tchouaméni. So, and the fact is Fabinho's, and you know me, Floss, like last season, you know me, like I was calling out Fabinho last season. Like if you remember on streams, I was actually criticizing. I didn't think Fabinho had a good season last season. I was calling him out a lot. I genuinely think I was like the first one to call Fabinho out. Like I'm not even joking. And this season he's gone even worse. Like he's gone even like levels even worse at the end of the day. Like. So I think that the club will look to sell Fabinho in the summer because they could probably still get a decent amount of money for him in it. So they'll obviously get a 6 to replace him as well. So I think 3 midfielders, and I think a cent. It won't be inexpensive. It'll be. I think their ideal one is Kim Min-jae because of his release clause. He's kind of cheap.
I've heard, Kim Min-jae is another name. The chat is convinced. I think everybody. I've seen all fans of all clubs say they want Lavia. I've not seen anybody say no.
But it's because Lavia is cheap as well, especially Southampton get relegated, which is a genuine chance that happens.
Yeah,
I worry about Lavia when it comes to the injury record, bro. Like he's not played that many games this season. So that's the worry for me. But I'm just going to maintain. You're not going to get Jude Bellingham. I'm definitely saying Chelsea not going to get Jude Bellingham, and nor is like United. I don't know if United
Yeah,
want
I
him or
think
It's
not.
also
Yeah,
City. It's also
Yeah.
City that get Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, I think
City, I
probably.
could see City, mate. I could see City.
I
getting
literally
him,
think it's going to be either City or it's going to be or Real Madrid, and I think it'll be
I
Real
don't think he
Madrid.
goes Madrid. I think Madrid are. I'm not going to say they're out of it, but
Why would
they've
they be out of
definitely
it? They've
cooled their
got the money.
interest in him.
They've got the money to buy him, and also if you think about Modric is about to leave, you've also got Kroos that's about to leave soon, like in the next year, literally, apparently.
Is
So
Modric about to leave? Because I think he'll stay another year.
no, if he's got 1 year left,
And then they got
why?
Camavinga,
wait.
Tchouaméni, Valverde. Like they
No,
got
but-
options.
No, but again, you're saying something which I'm actually saying as well. If they're leaving the next year, why wait another year to get another midfielder? That's not good squad building. When you have the player already there and you know the other guys leaving the next year, that's when you bring him in so you can help him, ease him in, and then they leave the club. That's a smart move if you're squad building the team. So again, for me, you said Valverde. Valverde is like a Swiss knife. They can play him on the wing if they want to. They can play him in midfield if they want to. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to play him. And also, the other thing that I would say is Tchouaméni this season has been very much injury prone. He hasn't played a full
Tchouaméni?
half. He hasn't played a
Yeah,
full half.
he's
a
not
season.
been
Yeah.
not been amazing. I think he's
He's
been
not-
better. I
he's
think
not-
he's been better than what people are giving him credit for. But
I'm
he's
not
not
even
like
talking about his play. I'm just saying that he hasn't even been fully fit the
Hmm.
full season. He's only been fully fit for half a season, and then obviously that comes with complication when you're a young player trying to get into the league and that stuff. So obviously it's going to hamper you a bit. So if you're Real Madrid, you know the midfield needs another player, and Bellingham is a perfect fit for them. Bellingham is a perfect fit for
I
them.
was convinced we'll still get Bellingham.
All
In it.
right, well, we are going to find out. Obviously, to end the show, people as well. Of course, Untouchable manager Emery won. He won actually joint with Pep 31% apiece, 10 out 23%, Eddie Howe 15%. Because of the super chat from Alhambra, Emery won. So just to run through the winners again, people. The most unforgettable goal was Haaland's goal versus
Yo, I need to dip now.
Southampton.
Big
Yeah,
up.
no stress, Ryan.
Yeah,
Big up
you
every
guys.
time.
Big up.
The most unpredicted result was Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 5. The most unacceptable error. You won the most unacceptable error? Zinchenko. Was it Zinchenko?
No, I know it was Zinchenko. It was not. It was either Fabianski. Was it not Fabianski?
There was another one. I can't believe there was another
Madison
one.
or Madison? Was it Madison?
Nah,
or
Madison
Fabianski?
didn't win it. He should have won it. Who won the most unacceptable
I thought it was
error,
Fabianski.
people? Nah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Fabianski. Yeah. It was Fabianski.
Or
It was
BVD?
Fabianski.
No, BVD because Daniel paid the money.
VVD. Yeah, VVD. Yeah. It was Van Dijk. So Van Dijk, the most unacceptable error. Most under the cosh manager was. Who the hell won most under the cosh manager? We literally just did this.
I think.
How come we can't remember? This is terrible.
It was Garcia. Garcia was it? No.
Who the hell won most
Gracia.
unacceptable?
Gracia. It was Gracia.
Was it
yeah.
Gracia?
Yeah.
No, it was Steve Cooper. It was Cooper.
Cooper.
And then the most untouchable manager, it was a draw on the poll because of the super chat. It was Emery, people. So most unforgettable goal, Haaland against Southampton. Most unpredicted result was Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 5. Most unacceptable error because of Daniel's super chat was Van Dijk for the Arsenal second goal. Most almost under the cosh manager was Steve Cooper, and most untouchable manager because the polls was a draw as well was Unai Emery. Right, we're going live in 15 minutes, people, on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Going live on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Get over to the Twitch, people. It's the Courtside Commentary podcast. Courtside Commentary. You know what I'm saying? NBA stream. No stress, man. It's all good. Well, we'll be discussing the play-in preview, people. So we'll be discussing Lakers versus the Timberwolves, the Pelicans versus the OKC Thunder. We've got Hawks, Heat, and also Raptor Bulls. So we'll be discussing those 4 games, people. Those 4 games. So the panelists will be picking. Everyone will be giving their predictions and then explaining why as well. And you'll get that. You'll get a play-in recap. You'll get a playoff previews that'll probably be in one, both Eastern Conference and Western Conference. Don't forget as well, this show and all the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms, people. So if you want to listen on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, or pop up. The link for everything is underneath in the description of every live stream. Go subscribe to Lewis's channel as well. I'm glad you lot enjoyed the show. Like I say, doing the most is something different because we talk about things we don't normally talk about. Like that's legit what it is. And we're looking at the Premier League in its entirety. So every team gets shine, or any team can get criticized on a week-to-week basis. We're at 75 likes. Big up to you lot. Did we hit the subscriber mark? We did. We got, yeah, man, we went one over 6,296. So yeah, man, big up to you lot and just love and continue to support. Ahmed, anything you want to add?
Listen, man, like, share, subscribe. Obviously, give us a follow on the Twitch. If you have a Prime subscription, you've got a free Twitch Prime subscription to give away. So make sure to give it to follow. It helps the channel out, helps the Twitch out as well. And listen, man, hope to see you guys again next week.
Yeah, man. Hope to see you lot. We'll be back next week for doing the most, which is 11:30 p.m. UK time every Monday.
Yep.
Upcoming live stream schedule on the channel. So, like I said, we're going over to the Twitch in 15 minutes, and then today you get the Man United podcast, which is the Manchester United show. So myself and Ivorian talking all things Manchester United. Then on the Twitch, you will get the Champions League watch along, quarterfinal, first leg, Manchester City versus Bayern Munich. Then we'll be back on the YouTube channel for the Manchester United Liverpool show, myself and Saint talking all things Manchester United, all things Liverpool, Man United, analysis at Anfield. At that same time, at 12:30, you will get the Heat versus the Hawks watch along on the Twitch that Peter will start. So you're going to get Heat Hawks tomorrow. So you're going to get the Miami Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks, 12:30 a.m. UK time. And then following that on the Twitch, double header, 3 a.m., the LA Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves people. See how much content that is. That's Man United on the YouTube. Then you got the Bayern Munich, Manchester City Bayern Munich game. Then you got the Manchester United Liverpool show. And then just after that, you got the Heat versus the Hawks. And after that, the Lakers versus the Timberwolves. 5 live streams, people. 5 live streams across 2 Sarcasm City TV platforms, starting from 4:30 p.m. UK time. And then literally, we will finish 6 a.m. UK time. Over 12 hours of content, people.
That's what we like to hear, man.
We don't stop.
City.
Sarcasm City TV where it's at. But yeah, see you lot in just over 15 minutes. And TNI Devil says, what a show, flawless. Enjoyed this, bro. Thanks, panel. And Ahmed's here every week. He's a regular on Doing the Most. Him and Ryan are here every single week. Peter G, big up. I hope you lot all enjoyed the show. I don't think anyone's actually live now. Let me just double check quick. I highly doubt anyone's going to be live. If I could send you lot to the Twitch, I would, like automatic. But I can't. So I'll just send you lot to the Man United show. And I just need you lot to hit the like button. That's it. Yeah, United Devil, I'm going to keep the shows coming. 100%. The shows, we will continue to keep them rolling. But yeah, I'm just going to send you lot to the Man United show. But yes, yeah, Victor, big up. And this has been Doing the Most live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.